Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Mireh here, and you may notice the nippers are on the table. Camera, are you lagging? Oh my god, it's a bit of delay. Anyways, yeah, it's a bit of delay in the camera. I hope that's fine, because today we are looking at, well, if you guys saw the past 2 days, I think, on Pokemon Japan channel, they announced that they're re-releasing Plakoro, the dice game, and just so that people know, because like I don't think a lot of people know, it's an old game. Oh my god, the camera is atrocious. Okay, wait, let's just oh my god, wait. How do I open this without destroying something? Because the shop I got it from stuck their price tag over the tear to open tab. Don't want to destroy this. Wait, how do I open this? Yeah, I got the Moltres Plakoro starter. This is the vintage Plakoro starter. It's like just the Mon and a few dice. The game mechanics, according to the announcement, haven't changed based on what I've read so far about the old 90s game. So I'm assuming, aside from the weakness and resistance cards, the game itself plays out probably the same. Let's try to remove the tape covering this side carefully. Don't want to damage the packaging. This thing's old as is. Oh. I mean, we're gonna open it, you know. Just want to make sure that we don't really tear through the packaging when you pull the pull tab that rips it open. But yeah, I want to keep the packaging at least because I don't have a box for this. So yeah, anyone else excited for Plakoro? That'd be a good thing to talk about here in this vid. So there we have it. We got our Firebird Moltres, pack number 13 from the original 1997 release, because there's a 1998 release which has more blind box variants. Yeah. As you can see here, you have the Karakoro, or character dice, the Enekoro, or energy dice, our Wazakado, which is move cards. There's more than 4, but then you narrow down to 4 every time you play. And you have the dice customizing tool up there. And down here we have the HP tracker. I think the HP tracker still looks the same on the modern version. Okay, wait, let's lower the audio of the... Okay, so again, Karakoro, Enekoro, Wazakado, HP tracker, and then the dice customizer, the Koro customizer tool. And on the back of the packaging, we have... Can I just call them by their English names? Ash and Gary playing Plakoro. So it's like Poliwhirl versus Moltres. That's not like that sounds like a very weird battle, but yeah. Other availables from the set, from the wave 1, we have Chonkachu, Mewtwo, Ditto, Machop, Rhydon, or is it Rhyhorn? Sorry. Abra, Scyther, Clefairy, Poliwhirl, Moltres, Zapdos, Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Snorlax. There were more released after this run, so this was like the very first release, like this box. If you search for it, there's a 98 release called... Wait, I have like notes on it here on the side. Give me a sec. Tsuzoyoizo Prakoro, which is like their blind box variants. They came in like black boxes and they were like standing up like that, and they came with 4 different sculpts of the Karakoro. So for now, we will go get into this Moltres. Okay, first edition Plakoro 1997 release. I'm gonna use the box as its own storage because I don't have a deck box for this, or a dice box. Yeah. Okay, seal has been broken. Let's go. Yesh. Okay, yeah, I can use this box. I can still use this box, it's fine. So here's the Karakoro at the top of the box. There is our Moltres. Wait. There's already dice variants back then? 97 had dice variants. Look, it's straight head Moltres. It's like pointed off to the side. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. So at least we know our Karakoro's different. I hope the newer you can use the old Karakoro still with the new ones. So here's a sample of an Enekoro. So we have water, grass, fire, and psychic energy. Water fighting, water flying, electric flying. And here's the dice base. This is our first Enekoro. Okay, second Enekoro, we have flying, fire, psychic, fighting, and our dual colors: fire, grass, psychic, and then water, electric. Okay, why did I say lightning earlier? And then our last Enekoro from the set, we have wind, grass, fire, electric. Flying, grass, fire, electric, double fire, water, fighting, and then electric, psychic. Okay. And then here is our little HP tracker and the for the spare Enekoro sides. Then oh shoot, okay, so even the old ones had variants. See? We got this is variant D. Yeah, we got variant D. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And here are our 6 move cards. Okay. Let's put this side first. I won't punch them out yet. And this is a preview of the starter sets that come with more dice and more Pokemon. Oh no, wait. Are those other Pokemon? Are those attacks, or are they like the Pokemon card center things? They might be. Like special abilities type. Okay. And that is all that was inside the box. Okay. So this one comes with, yeah, moves, mons, and how to play. Okay, let's figure out how to put the dice together, because like I think that's the main part of this. Although I think we have to break off our Karakore out of their little tab sprue right there. But we'll make the dice first. So as seen here, each dice, at least the old ones, have like different shapes behind them. Okay, sorry, you guys can't see that. That's how they slot into this thing, the dice mold. So like you can only customize. I think that's how they limit like what elements your dice can have before. So you don't like spam like all fire dice kind of thing. That's not allowed. And then this quick remove tool is for the dual colored tokens here. Exact amount of the square chips. Yeah. Hello. Oh my god. Paradox. Yeah. The square chips are like an exact amount because again, it's like they're matched out to the dice mold. The octagon shaped ones. Yeah, the octagon shaped ones are the ones that you can quick swap out from what I'm understanding. Yeah, the octagon ones are the ones that are customizable on the old one. Yeah, this is mostly a basic how to play kind of thing. Yeah. And then yeah, I'm surprised that there's already dice variants on wave 1. I was not expecting that. We got letter D, as I said earlier. Yeah. I wonder if the new starters will also have dice variants. Also the shoot. I'm surprised that the old starters, the ones with the arenas, had like character cards, like what the new ones showcasing on their demo videos with the special abilities. So I don't think it's a new mechanic. It's probably like, let's just give everyone character cards. This is the 97 wave 1. Oh, where's the box? There. It's this one. This is like wave 1, 1997. They already had character cards, but like they were limited to the starter big boxes. The expansion packs like this didn't have character cards or special ability characters. As stated in this flyer thing. Yeah. Shoot, there. Only the ones that came with the starter box, the big starter set has the character cards. For like stuff like this with the Moltres, you just get the attacks like this. So there's 6 attack cards. They're small. They're really small. Yeah. I'll keep those in there first. They will fall off. Okay. I got Moltres D apparently. Time to snip off the sprue. Okay. Oh, it feels so weird rolling that. Okay, this is gonna be fun. I feel like this is gonna be fun. Okay. Where's my die? Where's the instructions again? Dice time. Okay. So I guess we just build one dice at a time. We have L1, H1, and J1. So I guess these are the molds. Like L1, you're guaranteed these 4 elements at least. H1's over there with the fighting energy, and J1 here has a bias for electric energy. Yeah. This first one has a bias for water. Yeah, the octagon shaped energies are the same mold, so you can use them on any dice. It's just the 4 single squares that are like a dedicated mold. Okay, yeah. I'll trust my boy. So I'm sure this is still compatible, not mold wise, but gameplay wise, because the old set already had the ability character cards, just not all of them. Probably if I get a modern Moltres, I can still use the stuff with this set. Okay, let's carefully cut out the dice parts. Yes. Let's just trim a bit of the excess here. Okay. This is part 1. Part 1. What's in the part 1? Oh my god. Part 1's the top. Okay, so I need to get part 2 out first. Great. Okay, let me just get part 2 out then. I still find it funny, like I was at the shop yesterday to get this, and then the sales lady was like, are you sure? It's just dice, you know? And I was just like, yeah, I'm sure. 'Cause, yeah, I know what I'm getting myself into. Oh boy. Also, the damage and the abilities on the card look like they're still the same for most of the cards in the modern set that were teased. So I think it's just like a clearer way of playing it, I guess. Okay, how do we know what's what here? There's shapes at the back of the thing. Okay. So there's a ribbon. Ribbon's fire. Okay, I can see the slot for fire. Let's cut the fire one out of its sprue. It does look like they designed the revival to work with the vintage. Yeah, I'm actually surprised by that. Usually, wouldn't companies like try to find a way not to incorporate the vintage? But at the same time, I think they did that so that can you see like a Japanese parent who grew up in the 90s who still has their old Plakoro playing with their kids' modern Plakoro? I think that's the goal. Okay, what's the next side? Okay, it's the cross, so that's gonna be the grass energy. Any Koro. Just the only difference is like you can't cross customize dice. So like modern dice would of course work with the modern faceplates. Because I think they changed the back connector pieces on the modern ones. But everything else looked the same. Okay, let's slide that in. Grass and the back side is a square. What's the square here? Water? Yeah. Water energy next. Pokemon TCG still operates mostly the same, no? Yeah. Yeah. Pokemon TCG operates mostly the same, but like they added the restrictions and stuff. So I'm sure, well, not really sure, because like again, I said the attacks that they deal the same damage, but I have a feeling Plakor would have like a different formats probably. Like because I know in Japan a bunch of people still play the vintage format in 2025, so you know, you could see more Japanese players having more like homebrew formats of using the old Plakoro sets. Yeah. Psychic. Psychic energy. It's the last slot on this one. Yeah, the psychic's the circle thing. Pushed it down there. Okay, it locked into place, and then we get this, and you're gonna push it. Okay. Oh, that snapped into place. Okay. And then we're gonna pick the top and bottom octagon stuff. They're all the same piece. Given that this is Moltres, let's see. Dice bias should be fire. Okay. Also look at the. Yeah, see, the back is just the generic. You're supposed to just flip over the old cards if you want the character card with the HP. So there's no special abilities to the old ones. You just get the. You just flip one of the card backs you're not using on the Okay, that makes sense. That's very cool. Okay, so wait. I can do fire bias, and then we go. Do we want the spare electric? Because we have electric here in this one. We can go water flying. Yeah, we can go water flying. I don't think we're gonna use electric that much. Okay. That's so good. I should have known that earlier. So the character cards aren't new either. You just flipped over one of your spares. So what is new? Just the evolution mechanic, I think? That would be interesting if it's just that. Also the old the old print of the dice is like flaking off when I cut them from the sprue, so just note it's still playable, but careful with putting it together and swapping the panels. Okay, let's put this water. Yes. There you go. There's the bottom. These look really good. These look really good. Okay, I'm more hyped now for the new one. The weakness mechanic seems new. Is it for all of them though? Or just because we saw two? Or we just saw the first 6 starters? Because like, if not all of them have the weakness mechanic, then technically speaking, you can still use these. I see no issue with it. Unless, of course, again, competitive play. And then that's where the issue comes in. But other than that, it seems playable. Yeah, man, the old film is like flaking off though. Like not the energy symbols, like the excess that was hanging off the side. 90s, swear. Let's just flake off so it doesn't really chip off all the way. Okay. And my hands are full of the same thing that they put in the ink. Okay, okay, let's put this chip in. Wait. Product shot for the blind box also has the weakness passive on its character. Oh, okay. So maybe, like, people can still play with their old mons, but with the new status cards? Probably. Because, like, let's say I'm using Moltres right now, right? If I get the newer Moltres, I can use the character card with this, probably, because it's still Moltres. Just look at that. Look at that Karakoro. It looks sick. Also, the beak pointing the other way. Mold variance was a thing already. Damn it. Wait. Let's put up our little HP tracker here, so that I also can use this for holding the excess chips. Let's be like the Japanese players. Ooh, boy. Okay, there's our tracker. It would still be fun though to learn the full game. Like even if you're using the old ones, I'm sure the game still translates well. Okay, 120, 120, 120, 120. There you go, 120. Okay, does it roll well? Yeah, that rolls well. Okay, I think, you know, if you're playing this game with friends and you guys don't have the playmats, you can just use a dice tray. It'll be fine. Or even just on the table for all we know. That'll be fine. And you don't have to worry about sleeves. Let's go. Why am I doing this a hard sell? Okay, let's put the extra chip onto our little tool. That's what this is for, by the way. It just holds the chips. Your extra chips. I'm going to find a different box to put these in because I really want to keep my unit inside the box. And I have this whole... What the... I have this old popcorn bucket. Oh boy. Yeah, it's just old sprue. It's fine. Okay, next. Wait, so you're supposed to roll at the same time, right? So like that. And this is like lying on that side. Okay, yeah. I understand the mechanics. God damn it. Okay, so next dice. Oh, yeah, I'll wash my hands after instead. It's really annoying that's flaking off. Oh, wait. Number 2 is the bottom, so we start off with number 2 all the time. Okay. Yes. Okay. I think that's just the weakness of it being clear plastic. But you really get the frosting. It's fine. I think it's fine. Okay, so flying is like a rectangle. The back notch is for flying, is rectangle. Ish. They can only go in one way, so yeah, there you go. Other side is double slap, so that is fighting. Oh, okay, ribbon's fire. Wait, is it? No, wait. Am I tripping? Ribbon's fire on this one, but there's 2 different versions of fire. Oh no, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's the H shape on this one, and the ribbon's the psychic. But if you look at the other fire, and also on this first die that we built, it's the ribbon that's fire. Now I get what people meant, where you have to fine-tune your... Okay. Even the small squares, you can fine-tune if you have enough of each element symbol. So you can essentially put 2 fires on this one, as long as you have the H shape and the ribbon shape. But then that would, like... You're gonna have to buy a lot of copies to get enough. But since it's my first set, I guess it's fine that we only have this. Okay, now we got the top block off. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, there you go. It clicked into place. And then we're still gonna be fire biased with the fire and grass here. Yes. Let's flake off the thing off screen so I don't get on too much. Okay. And there is the top of our dice. Okay. Bottom, we can do the water electricity, I think, so that we can compensate for missing the one from the first dice. Yes. Okay, there is our water electricity NA. They feel good in the hand. Not gonna lie about that. Oh, that's a lot of flaking. Gonna cut this off again. Extra NA chip. Okay. And then... Oh, we already have an NA chip lifter thing here on the HP tracker. I think this is just for holding the extra NA chips. Okay. Putting the spare runners into the thing. To the bucket. Last Enekoro, which has our double fire. That's to hit the this one, the 5. Do we have enough fire to hit the 5? Now that I think about it. Or is there an ability with that? Do the die faces make contact with the table, or are they protected by the die core? There's like a millimeter, I think. It's not obvious on camera, but there's a millimeter from the die face and then the core. Shh, I cannot read. I'm assuming that this is like bias fire. 5. Is it possible? So if we land this, fire, 2, that's 4. I might need to find some other way to land that 5 fire. Unless, of course, this is like a +1 NA. The 3 cost 1. We'll find out. Yeah, they don't get damaged through natural play, which is surprising. They only get damaged if you keep removing them. So, like, you have to be careful when, like, replacing the faces. On the old ones, mostly. Okay, what's our electric? Fire. Sorry. cutting it off the screen. Whoops. Fire down here. Okay. Grass. And then the single slatted thing, which is our flying energy. Okay. Also, I saw the demo play thing last night for the new version. The Eevee that's normal, I think that's like a very cheap way of just putting everything on it, because like doesn't matter what NA it uses. Which makes sense, it's Eevee, but yeah. Wondering how they're gonna do the new Evol mechanic with Eevee with that in mind. Okay. Okay, dices together. I put double fire on it. Colorless Pokemon feel busted as a concept. Yeah. Like it doesn't matter which die face you land on. You're gonna land on something. You're just gonna bonuses on how many of multiplier based on the EV thing on the teaser. Oh my god. Okay, now I guess we go water fighting just to be safe. That's our secondary octagon on this one. Yes. Ooh, that's a lot of flaking stuff. Okay. Okay. That's 3 dice done, and the mon is off its sprue. Give me a second. There you go. So there's the tool and there's the HP tracker. Okay, yeah, that was actually all I was gonna show, but again, I'm surprised that even this old 97 one already had dice variants on the Karakoro. So yeah, if anyone doesn't know, including the new version of Plakoro, there's gonna be like at least 2 molds per mon, and each mold will have a different chance of landing on a specific side of its head to activate special abilities. Just so you know. Yeah. Still amazed that the old starter sets had character cards for like only specific mons. I don't think people took it that seriously back then. That's why you just have this generic 120 HP with the mon on the back of what you're not gonna use. I will check to see if there's a way to trigger that, because like yeah, fire, grass, fire, double fire, 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 and firefighting. There's our Karakoro. Oops, I'll put my nippers away first. Give me a sec. And I will run the cards through Google Translate real quick, because I'm curious if there's a way to get that 5 NA. 5 enemy feels like a cheat. Because like, you know, you don't really have 5 dice. The max you could roll on the 3 dice is like 4. If you can see the thing on there right now. Is there a way? Give me a second. Where's my Google Translate app? Oh! Yeah! Yeah. Wait, oh my god, how can I show this to you guys? Fire charge. If you roll 3, this one, the one in the middle. If you roll 3 fire, and then if your Karakoro is like in this position, can you read it? If you roll, you can add 1 to the result of the next Enekoro roll you do. And then if it's upside down, like so, that, it says that, oops. If you roll this, reduce the number of energy you cast by 1 on your next turn. So if you fire charge, if you roll it like this, if it's like that, like the butt's up in the air and the head's on the floor, you basically kind of locked out. If it's on any other side, you don't get the bonus. If it's standing straight up with the head in the sky, you can add +1 fire ene to this. If you roll a result of 4 fire, you can do this last one, the 5 cost one. Yeah, you set up your next turn from a dice roll. No. Also, like, Kain Hosha, it's another 3/1, deal 30. If it lands right side up, deal additional 20 damage, but if you get it upside down, you take 20 damage. This game is more fun than I thought, now that I think about it. It's fun, but chaotically fun. Let's see what the others say. You can really tell that this was developed by the PTCG people. Yeah, surprising. Okay, for the basic ones, I don't know what the attack on the top. Oh, it's Peck, 10 damage. If you land face up, deal additional 10 damage. Glare, during opponent's next turn, select 1 Waza card that cannot be used. Use it, make it unusable. So it's like a block or like stun. Effect of the move will disappear after 1 use. Okay, so it's a cool. You add to their cooldown so they can't use it. If the first 2 are rolled, deal 10 damage. Okay. If it is on the head down position, get a next turn, reduce the number of energy used by 1, so it can backfire on yourself. And then the last one, this is called Wipe Brush. I'm just reading off the translations. 20 damage, 2 NA. If the first 2 are rolled, your opponent will reduce number of energy cards they cast by 1 on their next turn. Not Waza card, the energy cards as in the Ene Koro dice. But if you fail and your mon lands on its head, you will also take 20 damage. Oh my god, I can see the synergies now. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this seems like a fun game. Wait, let's do a roll. Dice tray. Give me a sec. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. It's just a generic dice tray. I don't have the official stadium dice tray. It's fine. Let's do it the way the Japanese players play with it in card shops now. Freaking generic dice tray. Let's go. Okay. I'm actually gonna try the setup. I want to try the setup. So we're gonna do 3 energy. If he lands face up, it's gonna be good. If no, it's gonna be bad. What the? We didn't even hit anything. No fire NA. Okay, wait, let's try again. Let's try again. One fire NA. Best we got is a peck. And we don't even get the bonus 10 damage because the Moltres on the side. Oh, okay, okay. Let's try another. Still just one fire NA, but he's standing up, so you get the bonus 10. On his back. Just one fire NA. No, nothing triggers. Yeah, nothing triggers. Double fire NA, but he's on his side. Nothing, no special ability, but the best we got is the glare. Doesn't do it. Oh wait, we got the other thing though. The one that could backfire. Yeah, we got that. He's not damaged, but he got dealt 20 damage to the enemy. Oh no. No, that's a bad roll. 2 fire. Again, we can do the 20 damage when he's standing up, so we can get bonus thing. Yeah. Oh boy, this is getting addicting. 3 fire. Oh, no, he's not even on his feet. That won't charge me up. Bruh. Oh, 3 fire. And he's on his side. Never mind. Okay. Okay, guys. I think that's it for now. Again, this was our little look into the old Plakoro dice game that they're getting a reboot of this year. This year, yeah. I think the game is still the same, except for the weakness and resistance thing. Other than that, yeah. Can't wait for July. Same. Who are you planning to get first, though, from the starters? I might get a Bulbasaur. Because we only have 6 starters teased, or we can wait for September and get a Gengar. That'd be fun. Might go Bulba and Mew. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if they're gonna reintroduce which was that mechanic, the mini Koro. Doubt it though. We might just stick with the regular Koros based on what we're seeing with the evolution thing. Yes. Yeah, and it all fits inside the box again if you don't have a storage container. Chibikoro sounds like year 2 gimmick if ever. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, I put the leftover spruce in the bin. It's fine. So yeah, I guess that is it for now. And that was our look at the Moltres Plakoro. I'm amazed that it had the, what you call that, variants also, surprisingly. I thought it was a year 2 thing. But anyways, that's it for now. And I will see you guys in the next video. We might get another Plakoro if the shop that I got this from still has stock. Might. Right? Until then, I will see you guys next time. Hopefully with a Plakoro how to play. Probably. Yeah. Like an English how to play Plakoro video. Alright. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye. Da-da-da. Alright. I'll see you guys.